Welcome, thrill seekers, to another spine-tingling episode of Twisted Tales. Tonight we're diving into the unknown. We're exploring a church that's older than time itself. Well, not really. But it feels that way. This church has stood for 1,000 years. That's right, a millennium of history, secrets, and spirits. Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Because we're about to step into a world where the veil between the living and the dead is paper thin. This isn't just any old building, it's a gateway to the other side. A place where the past refuses to stay buried, where shadows move on their own, and where whispers echo through empty halls. Before we go any further, I need you to do something for me. Hit that like button right now, smash it! And if you haven't already, subscribe to Twisted Tales. You don't want to miss a single second of the paranormal action we bring you every week. Trust me, what you're about to see and hear will haunt your dreams, in the best way possible, of course. Now let's set the scene. Picture a massive stone structure, its walls weathered by centuries of wind and rain. Gargoyles perch on every corner, their stone eyes seeming to follow your every move. The air around the church is thick with fog, swirling and dancing in the moonlight. It's as if the very atmosphere is trying to warn us away. But we're not easily scared off. Are you ready to step inside? Let's go. As we approach the church, the weight of its history bears down on us. This isn't just an old building, it's a survivor. It has weathered wars, plagues, and natural disasters, and through it all, it has stood firm. But at what cost? What secrets lie within these ancient walls? What spirits linger, unable or unwilling to move on? The massive wooden doors creak open, protesting our intrusion. The sound echoes through the night, sending a shiver down my spine. Inside, the air is cold and damp. It clings to our skin like a ghostly embrace. Our flashlights cut through the darkness, revealing dusty pews and crumbling stonework. Cobwebs hang from every corner, undisturbed for who knows how long. The smell of age and decay fills our nostrils. It's a scent that speaks of forgotten memories and lost souls. Our footsteps echo on the stone floor, each sound amplified in the cavernous space. It feels like we're walking through time itself. Each step takes us further from the present and deeper into the past. As we move deeper into the church, the atmosphere changes. The air becomes heavier, more oppressive. It's as if the very walls are watching us, judging our intrusion. The hairs on the back of my neck stand up. There's something here, something ancient and powerful. Can you feel it too? If you're getting chills just listening to this, imagine how it feels to be here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join us on more adventures like this. Now let's delve into the dark history of this ancient place of worship. This church has seen more than its fair share of tragedy and horror. In its early days, it was a sanctuary during times of war. But even holy ground couldn't protect everyone. The crypt beneath our feet is said to hold the remains of hundreds of villagers. They sought refuge here during a brutal siege. None survived. But that's just the beginning of the church's grim tale. During the Black Death, it served as a makeshift hospital. The dying were brought here in droves. Their cries of agony echoed through these halls. Many believe their spirits still linger, trapped in their final moments of suffering. Can you imagine the pain and fear that saturates these walls? In more recent history, the church has been the site of unexplained accidents and mysterious deaths. Workers attempting to restore the building have fallen from scaffolding. Visitors have reported feeling pushed or shoved by unseen forces. Some have even claimed to see ghostly figures in the stained glass windows. These aren't just stories. These are experiences reported by real people just like you and me. As we stand here, surrounded by centuries of pain and suffering, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed. The weight of history presses down on us. The air feels thick with unseen presences. Are they watching us right now? Are they angry at our intrusion? Or are they desperate to communicate, to share their stories with the living? We're here to find out, and we're taking you along for the ride. Stay tuned, because things are about to get even more intense. Section 4. Supernatural Encounters in Sacred Halls. Now, let's talk about the paranormal activity that's been reported in this ancient church. Visitors and staff alike have experienced things that defy explanation. Many have heard ghostly whispers echoing through the empty nave. Some swear they've seen shadowy figures darting between the pews. Others have felt icy cold spots that move and shift, as if someone unseen is walking past them. One of the most common experiences is the feeling of being watched. People report an overwhelming sense that they are not alone, even when the church is empty. Some have even claimed to see faces peering out from the ancient stone walls. Are these the spirits of those who died here centuries ago, or something even more sinister? Perhaps the most chilling reports come from the church's bell tower. The massive bell hasn't rung in decades. The mechanism is rusted and broken. And yet, on certain nights, people in the surrounding village swear they hear it tolling. But here's the kicker. When they come to investigate, the bell is silent and still. Is this the work of a restless spirit, or something beyond our understanding? As we prepare to conduct our own investigation, these stories weigh heavily on our minds. What will we encounter in the dark corners of this ancient building? Will we hear the whispers of the dead? Will we feel the touch of an unseen hand? There's only one way to find out. And we're taking you with us every step of the way. If you're enjoying this spine-tingling journey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Trust me, you won't want to miss what happens next. Section 5, The Night Unfolds, our paranormal investigation. As night falls, we begin our investigation in earnest. The church takes on a different character in the darkness. Shadows seem to move of their own accord. Every creak and groan of the ancient building sets our nerves on edge. We've set up our equipment, cameras, audio recorders, EMF meters. Now we wait and watch. Our first stop is the nave. As we stand among the dusty pews, I feel a chill run down my spine. Something brushes against my arm, but when I turn, there's nothing there. Suddenly, our EMF meter springs to life, its lights flashing wildly. We ask questions into the darkness, hoping for a response. And then, we hear it. A whisper, so faint we almost miss it. "Help us," it seems to say. My heart races. This is what we came for. We move on to the bell tower. The narrow, winding staircase feels claustrophobic. Each step creaks under our weight. As we reach the top, a gust of wind howls through the tower. But wait, all the windows are closed. Where did that come from? Our cameras pick up strange orbs of light, dancing around the silent bell. And then, impossibly, we hear it. The faint sound of a bell tolling. But the bell in front of us remains motionless. As the night wears on, the activity intensifies. Objects move on their own. Strange mists appear and disappear in our camera lenses. We hear footsteps when no one is moving. It's as if the very walls of the church are coming alive around us. The spirits here are active, perhaps more so than we've ever encountered before. If you're feeling brave, why not subscribe and join us for more heart-pounding investigations like this? Section 6. A bone-chilling conclusion. As our investigation draws to a close, we're left with more questions than answers. The evidence we've gathered is compelling. The personal experiences we've had are undeniable. This church is more than just an old building. It's a focal point for paranormal activity on a scale we've rarely seen before. The spirits here are active, perhaps even desperate to communicate. But what are they trying to tell us? Are they seeking help, trapped between worlds? Or are they warning us away, guarding ancient secrets we're not meant to uncover? One thing is clear. The boundary between our world and the spirit world is thin here. We've crossed that boundary tonight, and we may never be the same. As the first light of dawn breaks over the horizon, we pack up our equipment. We're exhausted, both physically and emotionally, but we're also exhilarated. We came here seeking evidence of the paranormal, and we found it in abundance. The experiences we've had in this ancient church will stay with us forever, and we hope they've left an impression on you too. Before we go, I have one last request. If you've enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please hit that like button and subscribe to Twisted Tales. We bring you the most haunting, spine-chilling investigations from around the world. And trust me, you won't want to miss what we have in store for you next. Until then, remember, the spirits are always watching. Are you brave enough to watch back?